Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3304. This is where I take a look at the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. This week, Frontier confirmed the Krait as a ship for Chapter 2. We hear potential details for things such as module racks and ship-specific roles. And the latest community goal is offering free cosmetic rewards. The long-awaited Krait has now been confirmed as one of the two new ships for Beyond Chapter 2. This is shown in the latest cinematic of the Commander Chronicles, which focuses exclusively on the Krait, and it even goes as far to show the interior of the ship itself. Now, gaming website PC Games N has a new article that talks about the Krait and describes it as a great all-round ship with a strong hull, powerful engines, and a great loadout. The Krait will have 3 large hardpoints and 2 medium ones. Although the article itself doesn't talk about a ship-launched fighter, nonetheless, a screenshot within the article does show the Krait deploying a fighter. It also appears that the Krait will be a good ship for smuggling, as it's described as being less conspicuous and will therefore be less likely to be scanned by the authorities. The Krait will arrive on the 28th of June alongside the Challenger, which is a variant on the Chieftain. Both are due in Chapter 2, which is scheduled for Thursday of this week. Last week, Frontier revealed new information on the workings of the mining mechanics that are due to arrive in Chapter 4 at the end of the year. Now, I made a summary of the details, which you can see in a video linked below. There have been a few other details though that the developers have discussed, both on the forum threads as well as on the official Frontier live streams. So I do want to talk about a few of these details here, but do keep in mind that all of these are not guaranteed. Now, whilst they are in the design pipeline in one form or another, there's every possibility that they may not make it into the final release. So the first of these ideas is a module rack. The idea behind these is to alleviate the sheer number of modules that are now available for ships. One example Frontier used here was a scanner array rack. In principle, this would work in a similar way to the SRV or ship-launched fighter bays, where you can actually equip the module and then they contain additional slots where you can put the vehicles in. A scanner array rack then would allow you to equip a whole variety of scanners into those slots. This could be extended to other types of modules for other types of ships. Another related subject is ship specialization. This did come up at LaveCon briefly, but has since been mentioned again. Frontier stated that military and passenger slots are already in the game, so they would then like to extend this to mining, exploration and smuggling specialization. So it seems Frontier really want to diversify the amount of ships players are actually using, rather than just simply attracting them to one of the big 3. Essentially, this would allow you to have a specialized ship for mining, a specialized ship for exploration, and any other such thing that you want, with certain ships having advantages over others. The discovery process for unidentified signal sources may well be getting a revamp as well. Now again, do keep in mind that this is in the design phase and may therefore ultimately not make it into the game. However, the very fact that Frontier are willing to talk about it is pretty hopeful. Details are very light on this still, but essentially Frontier want to make the discovery process of unidentified signal sources more deterministic and less random. This would then involve a greater amount of gameplay from players in order to discover the signal sources, with the intent to remove a lot of the random element that's currently involved in the process. Now, on a personal note, I really do hope that this change makes it into the game, as I feel it would be a huge improvement over what we have right now. Somewhat related to this will be the discovery process for mining hotspots. Players will be able to use the new exploration probes whilst in supercruise to locate these mining resources locations in ring systems. The image here shows that the player's point of view will follow the probe as it travels along its route. So it seems then, generally speaking all round, that Frontier want to make things a lot more deterministic, allowing players to use and locate things with skill and knowledge of the environment. One other piece of information I'd like to mention here is the possibility of mining-based ship-launched fighters. Again, it's something that isn't promised, but it is something that the developers would certainly like to do, and this really would add an entire new layer for multi-crew when mining. So all of these elements are hopefully scheduled for the Chapter 4 release of Beyond at the end of the year. If you would like to keep up to date with the feedback thread from Frontier, as well as leave your thoughts and opinions for the developers themselves, then do check out the link below where you can find a direct link to the forum thread itself. Over the past few weeks, one of the best Elite Dangerous YouTubers has made a return. Kornelius Briedis is back with a whole range of videos, and those of you that were here in the early days will no doubt remember his fantastic tutorials. Now, very recently, Kornelius has put out a whole range of very interesting videos, so I highly recommend that you go and check them out. You can see a link to his YouTube channel in the video description below. The latest community goals are both offering free decals, one for mining and one for bounty hunting. You can gain both of these by participation in the relevant CG, both of which are taking place in the Pleiades sector right now. The aim of the community goal is to build a new Aegis military installation. In one community goal, the players need to mine and then deliver osmium, silver and coltan. In the other community goal, players will be bounty hunting. You can see images of the cosmetic rewards right here. Now there are variations on these, and they will depend on the tier that you actually unlock in the community goal. You can find all the details you need in the forum threads linked below, and of course you can also see community goals both from the galaxy map as well as on the mission board when docked to the station. That then brings us to an end of this episode of 3304. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.